Good evening and welcome to Terrace Talk. We're back for another episode of League Two predictions. And we've got gloating Bez here because, as you can see, Bez is top of the prediction league. So, Bez, how do you feel? Second round and you're top. Absolutely flying at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, I feel great. I mean, I have to say, to take a 30-point lead near enough, 28 point into it, already is quite a good start for me. But I'm not going to be like that where like beginning, because we're only 2 weeks in and there's still 44 weeks to go. You know, anything can happen. So I'm not going to be big-headed. I mean, as you said, I expect myself to win this. But you expect yourself to win it as well. So we'll have to see what happens. So yeah, good start like me. I just hope it continues. What are your thoughts? Are you nervous now seeing that?
I am a little bit on this league. So I'm not as confident. I think I'm leading in League One. I think you're leading in the Championship. But League One and the Championship, I'm a bit more clued up on. My love for League Two is not really the best. So I didn't watch any League Two football last season at all. I didn't even watch the playoffs. I just think it's not a great league. So the fact that Rotherham's in it and I'm having to do League Two predictions is a bit of a reality check, I guess. But yeah, my knowledge isn't as good at this level. It will get better as the season goes on. So I believe I can catch you still, though. So I'm still confident I can win.
Okay, right then. Let's get on to our first game of next week. So the first game is Barnet against Cheltenham. So we've obviously already seen Cheltenham this year. Rotherham lost there 2-1. However, Rotherham were the better team by far, to be honest with you. And Cheltenham probably got the win because they've got a good, experienced manager. And I think his experience over a manager who's got zero experience in Alex Bruce is probably what helped get them the win. So yeah, not looking great. Barnet, they beat Shrewsbury on Saturday away by 3-1, so a great result for them. And I do fancy Barnet. They've now won 2 from 2. They've also beaten Arsenal on the 21s in the Football League Trophy, 5-1. So they really are dominating teams. So because of that, it's going to be quite comfortable for me. I'm going to go Barnet 3, Cheltenham 1. And we have to do that, don't we, to lock it. There you go. So Barnet 3, Cheltenham 1. Locked.
Fair enough. So on to me. I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to go Barnet 3, Cheltenham 0. My thoughts on Cheltenham are obviously they beat Rotherham, but I thought they are going to struggle this season. They're a team that I looked like I don't think are going to be much cop. So I'm going to go Barnet 3, Cheltenham 0. Barnet have impressed me. The start of the season, I was like, I don't get the hype. A lot of people predicting them to do really well. I wasn't so sure, but they seem to be banging in the goals, and they look like they're going to be a decent team at this level this season. So yeah, 3-0 for me.
Okay. Next, a bit of a local derby actually, Fort Vale versus Crewe. So again, Fort Vale, a team who we've both rated quite highly. They've had not a great start though. I believe Fort Vale. They are on 1 point from 2. Tranmere at home and Oldham away the place. I suppose they've played 2 relatively difficult sides. So yeah, Exeter. Crewe are just looking at that. Crewe are actually 2 for 2, so they've beaten Northampton and they've beaten Crawley. They're both games are 1-0, so they're not scoring a lot and not conceding a lot. I actually think Port Vale pick up their first win here, so I'm going to go Port Vale 1, Crewe 0. Obviously, Crewe not involved in a lot of goals at the minute, so that's why I'm sticking to 1-0 to Port Vale.
Yeah, I agree. I think Port Vale are slow starters, but I think they'll be up challenging. I don't think Crewe will finish anywhere of the script. I'm going to go 2-1 for this one. Port Vale, sorry. Crewe won't have enough to beat Port Vale. And I think with it being sort of relatively close derby, Port Vale fans will get them over the line in this one. 2-1.
Okay. Next, the big one. Rotherham United at home to Chesterfield.
It's not a big one, it's Chesterfield.
It's a local derby. At least it's a local derby.
They're from Derby, they're not even in Yorkshire.
Fair enough then. Right then, so Rotherham v Chesterfield. Obviously Rotherham, obviously against Cheltenham, played well, got a defeat unfortunately against York. They did okay, probably deserved the point. Chesterfield started poorly, but then they did beat Salford away 1-0, which was a great result for Chesterfield. I just wonder if it's because Salford is still coming to grips with the new signings, what have you. I don't know. I mean, this is the game where Rovers not got the excuse of the team's trying to gel, because Chesterfield have also signed a lot of players over the summer, so they're in the same boat. Now, when I went for a Rotherham win against Cheltenham, they obviously lost. When I went for a Rotherham draw against York, they obviously drew. I think Rotherham win this game. I'm going to go Rotherham 1, Chesterfield 0. The reason I'm going 1-0 is because at the minute, Chesterfield are involved in games where there's not been a lot of goals. So I think Rotherham will knit this 1-0. And the last time Rotherham played Chesterfield at New York Stadium, it was 1-0 to Rotherham as well. So yeah, 1-0 Rotherham.
Yeah, and I'm going to go Rotherham 2, Chesterfield 1. I think it'll be a tight game. Both teams have got new recruits, not really gelled yet. I think Chesterfield will take the lead because they'll have been on a high from winning at Salford. But I think Rotherham will come out on top and we will start to see some movement in the table for Rotherham with a nice 2-1 victory.
Okay. Next, we have Colchester at home to Rochdale. Colchester, a decent start. They've picked up 4 points. Accrington away, Oldham at home. Rochdale, they've not had the best of starts. They've lost both games. And we did say, actually, at the start of the season that Rochdale could be in trouble, because the reason they did get into this league in the first place was because of the manager. He's obviously gone to Stockport, and they've got a bit of an unknown manager in charge at the minute. So unfortunately for Rochdale, I can see it's been another comfortable win for Colchester. I'm going Colchester 2, Rochdale 0. Again, they're not really scoring a lot of goals either, Rochdale. So, yeah, I'm going 2-0 Colchester.
Interesting. So I think this will be a tight affair again. I'm going to go 1-0 to Colchester as well. I just think with Rochdale losing the manager, they could find themselves in a heap of trouble for me. They've not had the best of starts. And Colchester, I think, decent home record traditionally at this level. So, yeah, 1-0 to Colchester.
Okay. Next, we have Crawley Town versus Bristol Rovers. Obviously, Bristol Rovers managed by Steve Evans on 3 points. They got a good win at the weekend, 5-3. So a lot of goals in that game, which doesn't surprise me with Steve Evans. He does tend to be an attacking a team. He likes his teams to attack, let's say. Crawley, they've also won one and lost one as well, but the win was only against the Rochdale side, who are struggling. I think Crawley are obviously going to go down. I've said it on our predictions video. I can't see anything but a Bristol Rovers win, so I'm going to go for Crawley Town 1, Bristol Rovers 2.
Yeah, so this is a difficult one because obviously Bristol Rovers lost the last away game, wasn't it, at York? Did they lose away at York?
Bristol Rovers lost away at York, that's correct, yeah, 3-2.
Yeah. So on the travels, they're not as good. I'm going to go, obviously it's one of Steve Evans's former teams. I'm going to go Crawley 2, Bristol Rovers 4. I think it'll be a high-scoring game again, but I think Bristol Rovers will have too much for Crawley Town. I'm going to go 4-2.
Okay. Next, Gillingham are at home to Northampton. Gillingham have not had the best of starts. They drew 0-0 at Fleetwood, lost at home to Walsall 3-0, so they've not scored a goal yet of Gillingham. And Northampton, they're also on 1 point as well. Again, they've not scored a goal either. So you've got a 1-0 defeat and a 0-0 draw. And you know what? Because of that, and I like to have at least 1-0 in my predictions, I'm going to go 0-0 again. Gillingham 0, Northampton 0. Boring game.
Yeah, I think both teams will probably struggle this season, but I just think Northampton could be dragged in. But I'm going to go a draw, same as you, but I'm going to go 1-1. I think it'll be a low-scoring game, but I think there will be goals in it because both teams aren't very good. 1-1 for me, mate.
Okay. Next, Grimsby Town versus Fleetwood Town. Grimsby currently got 4 points. 0-0 draw at Walsall, a 1-0 win at Exeter. So a team who haven't conceded a goal yet versus a Fleetwood Town side who are also on 4 points. A 0-0 against Gillingham and a 1-0 against Chesterfield. Not a lot of goals in this at this level so far, which I've kind of realised. I'm not going to go for a 0-0 this time though. With Grimsby the home side, I'm going to have them winning the game 2-1. So Grimsby Town 2, Fleetwood Town 1.
2-1. Yeah, so Grimsby, I think, are good at home. I'm going to go Grimsby 1, Fleetwood 0. I think Grimsby will just edge that one. 1-0.
Okay. Next, we have Newport County versus Tranmere. Tranmere currently sat on 4 points at the minute. A 1-1 draw against Port Vale, 2-0 home win against Shrewsbury. And Newport currently 1 win, 1 defeat. Obviously, they lost that game to Bristol Rovers 5-3 and they beat Rochdale 3-0. So they've scored 6 goals already, Newport, which is interesting. Tranmere, I think, are one of the sides who will have a decent season. I don't think they'll get playoffs, but I think they'll be up in the top half at least. I'm going to go for a goal scoring draw. I'm going to go Newport County 2, Tranmere Rovers 2. Cancel each other out, I think.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Newport. They've been. I know they lost to Bristol, but they were winning that game for long periods of the game. They won the first game 3-0, which was a bit of a shock. But I think Tranmere will have a decent season. I'm going to go Newport 1, Tranmere 2. I can see Tranmere coming away with a victory there. So 2-1 to Tranmere.
Okay, next we have Oldham Athletic versus Swindon Town. Oldham on 3 points, 1 win, 1 defeat. The win against Fort Vale, the defeat against Colchester. Swindon Town on 4 points, so undefeated so far. A 2-1 win against Cheltenham and a 0-0 away at Northampton Town. I think it's a difficult game to predict, actually. I like the look of both Swindon and Oldham. I think two of the more established League Two sides, let's say. I think they've obviously both been in the Premier League within the last 30 years. I'm going to go for another draw here. I'm going to go 1-1. Oldham 1, Swindon Town 1. I think they'll just cancel each other out. So 1-1.
Yeah, I think this will be a difficult game for both teams. I'm going to go 0-0 on this one. A ball draw. 0-0.
Okay. Next, Shrewsbury Town versus Salford. Obviously, Salford have had a dreadful start, but so Shrewsbury. These two sides have both won 0 points. Salford have only scored 1 goal. So Shrewsbury. So both sides identical in a way. Both scored 1 goal, both on 0 points. The thing with Salford is they're obviously well fancied, which is fine. I'm not sure about the manager, and I said this in our prediction. I think the manager, because he's a foreign manager in League Two, he just doesn't sound like it's going to work. Having said that, I think Shrewsbury are a team in trouble. So it's whether or not Shrewsbury can overcome. I think Salford win this game because they've got better players. I think the manager element won't come into this. I think Salford win the game because they've got a better squad. So I'm going to Shrewsbury Town 1, Salford 2.
Yeah, I think Shrewsbury look very poor this season. And I think Salford cannot continue the way they're going. I'm going to go 3-0 to Salford. I think they will step up their performances, and maybe they will have signed a couple more players by this game as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go 3-0 Salford.
Okay, a couple more left. Walsall at home to Accrington Stanley. Walsall's had a decent start. They're on 4 points, including a 3-0 away win at Gillingham. Accrington have picked up 1 point, which was a draw at home to Colchester. So it does show that Accrington are probably better at home than they are away. Having said that, Walsall's actually started better away from home than they have at home. So again, I just think it's going to be a game where they cancel each other out. Sorry, Walsall are at home anyway, aren't they? So I think with Walsall being at home, if Accrington were at home, I'd have gone for a draw. Because Walsall are at home, I'm going for a Walsall win. Walsall 2, Accrington 1 is what I'm going to go for. 2-1 Walsall.
Yeah, Walsall established at this level, always up around the top regions. Accrington, for me, are going to struggle this season. I'm going to go for a comfortable 2-0 victory to Walsall.
Okay, and last but not least, the two cities, York City versus Exeter City. York obviously on 4 points, a good home win and a decent point away at Rotherham. Exeter City, they've got 1 win, 1 defeat. The win against Accrington, the defeat away at Grimsby. Again, if Exeter were at home, I would have fancied them to win this, but it's a long way from Exeter to York. York's home record is going to be strong, I feel, this season. So I'm going to go for a York win. I'm going to go 2-0 to York.
Yeah, so obviously York, I don't think they're a great side, but Exeter really struggling for numbers, really struggling with recruitment. Exeter are really struggling for me. York are on a high. They got a point in the cup final this weekend. And then obviously they beat Bristol Rovers. So I think they'll win this game 2-1 against Exeter. I think they will have too much for Exeter. So 2-1 I'm going to go.
And that's it, Lee. We're done.
Yeah, we're done. I mean, I'm confident with my picks. So how do you feel about yours?
Yeah. Well, you've got to be confident when you're obviously top of the league. And not just top of this league, but top of the whole KB Terrace Talk League. I'm getting on top by about 15-20 points, which is great.
You've had a flyer. Looks like you've been watching far too much League Two strike, but there you go. You're obviously enjoying the League Two level. But yeah, I mean, let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think we've got that right? See, I don't just hate on York. I've actually picked you to win this week. So don't get upset, York fans. You know, it's just because I can't get up for a game against you doesn't mean that I dislike you. I think you'll beat Exeter City. So put your cup final scarves away for the second game against us. You'll be excited for that. But come on, you're not getting excited for Exeter City at home, are you? So yeah, no, put your comments in, let us know. Please like the video, please share the video, and like I said, let us know your predictions in the comments. Thank you for watching.
Cheers.